Hi, everybody. I am really excited to share this visualization with you. It's an invitation to slow down, ground yourself, and really tap into your extraordinary potential, to sense beyond thought what wants to emerge through you. And this practice, in particular, is an opportunity to attune to the truth, goodness, and beauty that has always lived inside of you, so that you can align your energy with your deepest gifts and purpose. Because so often we look outside of ourselves for direction, even though we know that real transformation begins when we create the space to connect inward and to listen deeply, not to grasp for what we think we want, but to be open to a more profound longing, a calling to create, and I think ultimately serve others. So this is the kind of practice I've built into my own morning routine, and I rely on it to stay grounded throughout the day. And I've also used variations of it to center podcast guests before we do a recording. And I think it's made a real difference in the quality of our conversations. So I'm excited to share it with you. First, I want to share some context for this practice. In keeping with the theme and name of this podcast, I'd like you to consider the process of metamorphosis. So within the caterpillar, there are special cells called imaginal cells that hold the blueprint for its transformation into a butterfly. And when the time comes, the caterpillar, unable to move, dissolves into a kind of organic goop within its chrysalis. And in the midst of this seeming destruction, these imaginal cells activate, slowly constructing something entirely new. And at first, the old identity resists that change. But with time, what was once unimaginable emerges in a form of breathtaking beauty. And this process of metamorphosis mirrors our own transformation. There are times when we feel stuck and uncertain, when what was known can no longer be known in the same way. But just like the butterfly, the potential for something new already exists within us. So, with that in mind, let's begin this guided reflection. And we can start by taking a comfortable posture, finding your verticality, sitting or standing with an elongated spine without straining. Feeling your feet on the floor. You might even push your feet into the floor and really notice the ground supporting you. And then close your eyes and take a deep breath in through your nose and a long, slow breath out through your mouth. Feel yourself settling into this moment. Grounded, supported. Notice the sensation of air leaving your lips. You might even put a hand on your chest, feeling the rise and fall of your chest. You might notice the ambient noise in your surroundings. Maybe that's the hum of a heater or a refrigerator. Maybe it's a bird outside. And as you're attuning to your senses, notice at what point something in you settles. Maybe it feels like a relaxing or a release, like a ground settling. And if you don't sense anything yet, slow down even more to really let your senses land. And now I'd like to invite you to attune to the basic goodness, truth, and beauty in yourself. It's as if you were fine tuning a radio frequency, intentionally focusing your attention to see and appreciate the wholeness and enoughness in yourself. You might appreciate your aesthetic beauty. If you're looking at yourself in a mirror, or maybe you're appreciating the thoughtful text you sent to check in on a friend, or the enthusiasm you had for a colleague's idea at a meeting, maybe the patience that you modeled with your kids or your partner. Just feel into something that you can appreciate in yourself for its goodness, truth, or beauty. And let yourself connect to that feeling. Really breathe it in. And now I'd like you to ask yourself, what inside of me is waiting and ready to emerge? Just like the caterpillar, what wants to be more fully expressed? Expressed today, expressed over the course of a year, maybe 10 years from now. Maybe it's a vision for your future. Maybe it's a creative idea, a deeper desire to be loving, playful, or free, like a quality that you are aspiring to be more of. And just notice what arises. Images, sounds, sensations, emotions. Just observe what gets kicked up and say yes to it. You might be surprised by what shows up, but whatever your subconscious has served up is wise. And now, consider what within you needs to dissolve to make space for this emergence. Is there a belief to release, a habit, a fear, a memory, or a narrative that makes you doubt yourself? See if you can allow it to loosen. Loosen its grip. You might even imagine it dissolving, turning into mush like the caterpillar, or just letting it drop or slip away. And now, from this more untethered place and space, what's possible that wasn't possible before? What feels different? Maybe you notice a sense of lightness. Maybe you might walk or move differently through your day, speak differently. How does the world appear to you from this new perspective? Really hold on to that feeling. lock in the memory of who you are wanting to become. Take a few more deep breaths here, and when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. And in closing, I want to invite you to take some action and ask yourself, what is one small action I can take today to move closer to this future self, this future vision I just had? Because what we cannot see or feel, we cannot become. That's the beauty of this visualization practice. If you do it enough, you start to really adopt the felt sense of what it is that you want to emerge in yourself. And then we get to pair that awareness with action to move forward and live differently, show up differently, behave differently. So I want you to carry this awareness of your potential into your day and do something about it. And I look forward to hearing about what emerges, and I really appreciate you being here.